Tell me how you got into the workforce program.
So I got into the workforce program because I was scrolling on Facebook actually, and those targeted ads, and I was looking to be a CDL driver. So I saw this trucking academy, and they said, "Hey, apply through your workforce," and I went that route, and I just got the email information from the ad, and then I reached out, just did all the application stuff online, and then they said I was accepted. So
How was that process for you?
It was slow at first, and then after about a month, it just sped up out of nowhere. They just called me and they were like, "Hey, come in. Can you come in tomorrow?" And I was like, "Oh, sure, yeah." And then it just snowballed from there.
Mm-hmm. Snowballed in a good way.
Oh yeah, snowballed. Yeah, fat. I just meant the pace. The pace was. I was currently not working, and I was just doing like freelance work, kind of like gig work. Selling stuff online, doing the resale and wholesaling and all that. And I was like, man, I really want a career, to do something different. And then once I saw that, I was like, oh, wow, let me see if I can get in there. It's been pretty great so far.
Sounded like a really great opportunity for a career as opposed to gig work.
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. I love that. And so how is it now that you have your CDL and you're working for the Regional Food Bank?
It's great. Every day is a learning experience, and I enjoy what we do here, and to me it was like I got help, and it feels good to help from the help that I received, so it was pretty cool.
And Jason, you're Rodney's supervisor.
Yes, I am Rodney's supervisor.
Yes. And before we came in here, you were telling me that you didn't even know that he was a part of our program before you hired him.
No, yeah, that wasn't really the reason we hired him. We hired him off of his credentials, and we found him. He applied for the job. His resume was great. We brought him in, talked to him, and it was him. It was his smile. It was, his confidence, his willingness to want to learn, to want to do whatever it took to be better, to learn, because he was a new driver. He just got out of school. And so he wanted to learn how to do all the little things that drivers do. You go to class, you learn all of the main things, the book work, and the driving is what you have to get used to. And he was really gung-ho and ready to come and learn, and he's done a great job so far for us.
From your perspective, how would you say that this partnership has been beneficial for you as a supervisor or regional food bank, just kind of at large?
The relationship that we have with you guys really works out well for us because it brings in talent that we wouldn't necessarily find. It allows us to bring in somebody new that wants to learn. We can teach them the way that we want them to do it. Because we have experience. We have a lot of drivers that have been here for years. So the experience we have, what we like to do is bring in people to teach them how to do it the way we want it done. And it's different. Working for a food bank and a nonprofit is not the same as working for every place else. The clients are different. Our mission is different. So when we can bring somebody in and that's hungry, that wants to learn, that wants to really better themselves, they have a different perspective. So when they go out to speak to all of our partner agencies, they have a lot of times they've used the same services that they're now helping with. So for us, it's a win-win to have that kind of relationship.
So from a supervisor or community partner perspective, for other maybe businesses or community partners that may not know about what Workforce does, what would you tell them?
Well, so you get people out there that are in need of work, in need of a new career, in need of a way to take care of themselves, to feed their families. Mm-hmm. This organization teaches them those skills, allows them to learn something to better themselves, to be able to support themselves so that they can get off of maybe having to go and get food from a partner agency. They can actually learn to take care of themselves and maybe give back, to the community later on to help out, people that need it. So
wonderful. Rodney, if you came across other people that were maybe in the same kind of situation that you were in, doing gig work, maybe that lack of consistent income, or any other barriers that you can think of, what would you tell them about the workforce program?
I would tell them that it's a great opportunity to change your life, but also if you do get in, take it seriously, and follow through, because if you do, it can change your life.